Gonna try e4, Smarlny, 1810. Oh, get a Ruy Lopez. Morphy, defense. Bringing the knight out. This is the main line. Ah, the open Ruy Lopez. No longer the main line. I think you just play there immediately. Then there's this nasty pin here. Now, is there a trick? There's some trick where you can play a knight here sometimes. I guess that's not working yet. Just take the pawn. Okay, he doesn't seem to care that this is pinned. Yeah, he really doesn't care. It's still pinned. So the queen can come out here with check. And it can go here or here. Ah, it can go to this square. The pinned knight can still support the queen going to that square. Ah, so interesting line here. Yeah, I don't really want to allow the queen out, but I can't really prevent it, can I? Let's just step aside, so at least it's not check when the queen comes out. Then, oh, it'll be check when the bishop moves, huh? So yeah, it's there's always a problem, right? I have a way to attack the queen. I could put a bishop here, but that would sacrifice the bishop. Put a knight here, but I don't know. I guess I'm getting mated here, right? Bishop here, check. King here, queen here, check. King here, queen here, check. I don't know. Maybe there's no mate. Okay, well now I can do this. So I guess my opponent didn't know this line. Or maybe I played a move that he didn't expect. My queen is defended, so don't have to worry about this. And I'm up 2 pieces. You can suffer a little bit if you're up 2 pieces, right? Okay, well, that's obviously not a good move. And he resigned. Here, let's go to the analysis board and do a quick computer analysis. I'm just curious if there was a valid opening line there hidden in the, yeah, black was better for a while if you look at the dips. So let's go back, look at the board. Let's go back to here. Okay, this is the move. And my best response, what did I play? I just kicked his knight. And so my best response would have been to take here. And I'm up by about 3 points. Bishop takes h2 check. What's the line? Yeah, knight takes e6, bishop takes h2 check, king h1, queen there. This maybe this is the line he thought he was playing, but I didn't take first. I brought my knight back. So that's probably the thing that caught him by surprise. And then there's this funny move here. The rook takes with check, pawn takes, queen takes with check, queen takes, knight takes with check, king takes. And this is, if you can remember all of that, this is 2 pieces for a rook, right? Black has 2 rooks and a bishop. White has 1 rook and a bishop and 2 pieces, bishop and knight. So bishop and knight versus rook. Pawns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe he's willing to play this, although the computer likes this for white. So that's probably the line. But I didn't play the line. I don't know that line. So I played f3, which is a mistake. And then he went bishop takes h2 anyway. So his best move here would have been queen h4. Threatening to take here with mate. And in this line, oh, it's even. This line is actually even. Bishop takes c6 check. B takes c6. g3. Bishop takes g3. Yeah, it's just going to end up in a repetition. So black could get a draw out of this. This knight can never move because it's pinned. Well, can't move until the king moves, and then I'll take it. But I can't escape the checks. King h1, c5. Rook e2. Anyway, goes on. So what happened after that? He went bishop h2, and after that I should have just taken it, and it's okay to take. And then the queen comes out. King goes back to g1. Queen comes in here to f2. King goes to h1. Queen goes to h4 check. Why? Oh, that's the draw. That's the drawing line. That's why that's evaluated as 0. Okay, so yeah, just a draw there. So the moral is, before you take this knight, you should take here and go for that other crazy line. Okay, so he went there. I didn't take, I went there. And now he went here with queen h4, following the same pattern. But that was wrong. What should he have played here? Bishop g3. Okay. And then one more mistake. What did I do? I took the knight. When I should have tried bishop g5. You know, I saw bishop g5. You just want to hit this queen to avoid that discovered attack when he moves the bishop. Crazy line. So I took the knight instead because, you know, he could just take that bishop. And what happens? He castled, and so castling was the mistake. He wanted to unpin. And bishop g3 check was best. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. King runs here. That's one line. Let's see, is that really the best? Queen g3 check. King g1. Best is really bishop g4 rather than continuing the checks. Bringing more pieces to bear, and should be winning for black. So, yeah, back and forth game there. But yeah, very tricky. That's not the main line. The main line here in the open Ruy Lopez is just to take. What is that? Is that correct? Bishop e7 or b5. Oh yeah, b5 kicking the bishop, and then d5, and then I take here, and that's the main line of the open Ruy Lopez, and leads to interesting play with the typical opening advantage for white. So, but I don't know that crazy line that my opponent played, but it's not not correct, not correct, but hard to refute. Let's get back and play another game. Maybe we can play a rapid game this time. Simon Merida. Okay. Yeah, let's go for a Slav defense. Dare I try out my win-hour gambit again? Got in trouble last time. Yeah, against a 2100 rated player. He took. That's not supposed to be best, but it's still okay for white as far as I could tell. Well, Simon is maybe he hasn't seen this position before. He is certainly thinking. I think taking, accepting the gambit by taking the pawn is best. He did that, yeah. He reached the same conclusion. The knight has to go to e4. If it goes here, you've got the queen check. I mean, you have the queen check anyway to pick up the pawn, but it'll also pick up a knight if the knight went to, well, I guess this square is okay, but if it went to either of these two squares, the queen could also win the knight. So he checks first. Okay. If I block with the bishop, the queen will take here, so let's block with the knight. And then he put the knight there. So he turned it into a gambit. I can bring my queen out with check anyway. Queen takes, knight takes. Bring the bishop here with check. How about I just threaten the queen? Yeah, it's not really much of a threat. I kind of want to round up this pawn. It's a bit of a pain where it is. I'll try this. Okay, so we're getting back to typical position. Oh, looks like he can round up the pawn with the knight to here. But he went there instead. Okay. I will return with my queen. Time to start developing some pieces. Here, And well, we can unpin here and kick that bishop. Kick. Bishop really has nowhere to go except back. Yeah, it could go to here, but it went there, yeah, and get castled. So now my knight is unpinned, I'm castled, my pieces are mostly developed. Actually, yeah, I'm not behind in development, which is sometimes what happens. In this line, I'm just developing my last piece now, and he just castled, so I would say it's pretty pretty even from a development point of view. So I just have this isolated pawn that he's going to pile up on. So I can put my rook here, threaten this knight. Indirectly. See, if I go here and bishop takes, then I can take the rook, pinning the bishop. Take with the rook, pinning the bishop against the queen. But the bishop could take my knight. I mean, take my bishop. Yeah, I have to start with the knight because I want to open this up. Oh, well, this is fine. Or is it? He's going to get this pawn, maybe? Is that a big deal? If I take here, knight takes. If he takes here, pawn takes. Bishop takes. If I put my queen here, he could move his rook to this file. How about we do this? We oppose that bishop. So, if I take en passant, he can take with the bishop, pinning mine. But I can take with the bishop. I don't have to take en passant, right? And bishop takes, knight takes. Seems fine. Yeah, maybe he was looking forward to this and liberating that rook to attack my queen. Okay, let's take there. Maybe I should have taken with the bishop. I didn't even think that I had that move. But yeah, I could have taken there with the bishop, left the rook here, where it's safer. Right here, when the rook is on this square, the knight can attack it. And I have to move it again. It's a little bit annoying. Yep, there it goes. One thought I had was putting the rook here, protecting the pawn and forcing his queen to move. And I can complete that trade that I've been wanting to make. And if I lose this pawn, it's okay. because that pawn is an extra pawn at this point. I won a pawn when he played e4. So I think his e4 was a mistake. Okay, he's hitting this pawn. Let's take the bishop first. This pawn is still defended by the bishop. Then go here, protecting this pawn from the queen. So what have we got? We have a dark squared bishop and a knight each. And I have an extra pawn, which is isolated but also passed. If this were an endgame, I would have good chances. It's not a typical isolated queen's pawn where there's some pawn here or here to stop it from coming forward. Not your typical IQP. What if I take this pawn? Then he's going to play bishop here and get this pawn. Rook back. Oh, I know. You know what I should really do here? Is the check. Force a queen trade. Get rid of these pins, and then I have this pawn I can take maybe at the end. I don't have the pawn I can take at the end because the knight will come here. But he had to trade. The knight is hanging, right? He had to trade. Unless there's a trick. Is there a trick? I take the knight. I have a loose piece here. No, it's defended by the queen. He could put a rook here. I can drop my queen back here defending that. I think I just take it. Okay, he brings his bishop out to attack my queen. I thought bringing the rook out was more effective. A whole piece up, I will certainly want to get the queens off. Yeah, and he will want to keep them on. Let's attack that bishop. Okay, got our pieces lined up behind our passed pawn. And now it's time to maneuver the knight. So the knight needs to get to this square or this square. Could go here. Yeah, it could go from here to here. I'm also looking at this pawn here. So knight here, rook moves. Not one to give up here. Okay, so knight here hits the queen. Let's just defend that knight. Yeah, he kicks it right away. Kind of should have expected that, I guess. So what to do? Here to here, here to here, here hitting the queen. If he pins it, I'll take the queen. Okay, the queen stepped to the side. What to do here? I could push once. If he takes with the rook, I'll take. He takes with the rook, I take. Queen takes. And yeah, let's just give up the pawn to get the rooks off. He resigned. Okay. Yeah, that was a hard battle to fight. Okay, we have time for maybe another quick game. We'll try 3+2. That's really fast. Go with d4. He's going to play instantly. So it's kind of like a Sicilian. It is a Sicilian with the unusual move. Okay, I'm just going to get castled. It appears my opponent is relying on quick play. Let's kick that bishop back. It ran. The bishop ran, not willing to face my wrath. I can still go for a fianchetto here, I think. Is he going to ever push that d-pawn? Yep, there it is. Okay, so I wanted to take pawn. Took with the pawn. Okay, let's pile up the pressure there. Can put my knight here, put my bishop here, that kind of thing. Double my rooks. I'll just take. I am not afraid. Okay, let's take back with the pawn. Oh, I did not see that. Okay. That's mate. That's mate. The king goes here, and then the queen goes here. Yeah, that's the problem with the fast games. Okay, well, that's it for this session. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyway, got a laugh maybe. We'll see you next time. Bye now.